Alright, this is the first day of actually doing something with the Mosley TA-53M. I did a video earlier just talking about a couple things, but hadn't really done much. So now, I think I put the boom together or something. So this is the end of the first day. I haven't really spent that much time on it. Maybe an hour earlier and an hour later. It's really cold out today. It's really chilly fall day in Michigan. So we have the start of one of our driven elements here on the boom. Now I kind of just tightened it to the boom because it's hard when this thing's wobbling around and stuff. So obviously we're going to have to move our elements for proper spacing later. So what we'll end up doing next is doing the other driven element, because this has two driven elements. So these are the phasing lines. You see how we have the blue color. Now the blue color that Mosley uses is this, but you can see it here, and it used to be here, but I did some deburring and sanding. So they do say, to try to mark it somehow, I just use blue tape. So the blue tape doesn't really match that color. It almost looks more like a purple, but blue is blue to me. I'm not colorblind, so I can make sense of it. This is a shorting, basically. So what we're doing is we're insulating the driven from the rest of the antenna by these blocks here. There's two screws on the bottom that hold this in place on this bar. And then there's one screw and a lock washer. There's a lock washer underneath too. These gold lock washers, they go to hold this element in place. So these are loose because tomorrow we'll do this again. And it'll probably go faster because once you do one, you kind of realize what you're doing. And then we'll do another one for the red, and then the red will connect the same way. And then after that, probably build the full blue and full red. So the longest element on this antenna is 26 foot, so it's going to be quite a bit longer. I'm hoping that I have enough room. I guess I should probably measure before I get going any farther, because it's going to be hard to move this when it gets heavier. I should, but I just want to make sure that I'm not like running into my patio by getting it too long. So I'm going to look at the measurements and take the tape measure and just have a quick peek at that before I get too carried away tomorrow, because I can move this to another area of the yard if I have to finish it. Should be able to do that no problem, but the more you put on, the harder it's going to get. Otherwise, don't know what else I wanted to say. I know some people said the end caps fall off from Mosley, so I'm not sure if they'll last or not. But I mean, the chance of anything really damaging this boom, it's pretty heavy duty. Even if they did come off, I highly doubt it's going to matter. I know there's some guys said that they've found other ways to stick a harder cap on there that doesn't come off. I'm not too worried about it. The caps are still on that Mako up there, and that's basically the same style cap. It's like a rubber cap. There was something else I wanted to mention now, and I do not remember. Oh, yeah, exactly. Keep in mind when you're putting this first one on, this is a 6 feet long piece of element. There's holes here. The hole should always be at the bottom. So you could put it on the wrong way and the hole's at the top. I guess this is for drainage, something like that. So, or possibly it's for the next element. I would assume the next element goes on with the sheet metal screws that they give you, and that's why the hole has to be there, I'm assuming. And then when you get the traps later, the traps have weep holes on the bottom, so all the holes are on the bottom. So that's why, if you put this on wrong, you're gonna have to take it all off and redo it, which is, nobody likes to redo their work. So far so good with it. I'm just gonna pack everything up and call it a day.